The ticker symbol is CNI. CNI. This is a Canadian National Railway. Paul, people are in love with railways. And I'll tell you who's in love with them is Warren Buffett.
Why does Warren Buffett like railroad?
You tell me, because I'm new at this.
What would you guess?
He said that something like his railway, Berkshire Hathaway's railways, transport 15% of all the goods in the country.
Yeah, that's not why he likes railway. Why does he like railway?
Monopoly? I don't know.
It's one of the most efficient economically ways to transport goods. Slow as molasses, but the slowness is made up for in economic cost. And he has some metric about how much it costs to transport a ton in railway versus truck versus airplane. I mean, it's insanely cheap. So if you don't need your products in the next month or 8 years, go by rail and it'll transport.
Shall we look at this? It's
Let's
Canadian National Railway, and what is the market cap for CNI?
78 billion, 26.8 PE, X. Great margin though, 25.8%. Small dividend of 1.7%, which is 1.33 billion. Okay. Return on invested capital, pretty decent actually, about 10%. So not bad.
Okay. How about revenue growth over the past 5 years for Canadian National Railway?
I'm actually surprised by this, 9.2 to 10.7 billion. It's a check mark, but not by much. It's actually down. Well, I guess that makes sense, ordering and all that stuff.
Profit growth for Canadian National Railway?
It's actually an X, Uncle Seth, 2.95 to 2.89. That's an X. But again, who knows what happened last year? Were orders put on hold because of shutdown, et cetera? We don't know.
This company was founded 100 years ago.
Wow.
Pillar number 5 is shares outstanding. We want this going down.
766 to 711. Check mark there.
Nice. It is going down.
Now, this is probably, the shares outstanding is probably one of those underrated pillar we have. Would you not agree?
Well, people are asking, would you ever think about weighting the pillars, getting a little more analytical with it, Paul?
No, and the reason being is...
I stumped you on this one, eh?
Well, it's a great question. And we've had that question over and over and over again. And I do understand that. But I think it also goes against what we're trying to teach about this high-level view. If I wanted to weight them, I think that'd be more of a, let me weight them and give myself a decision to make right now. Yeah. This is more of, because the shares outstanding is great unless the company's massively overpriced and they're buying back shares. You don't want, that's not a CEO who's thinking right economically. You know what I mean? That's not thinking the right way. So it's all dependent on these things. But I do think shares outstanding is one of the most underrated pillars we have, because nobody ever looks at that. Nobody in this world ever looks at that.
Some folks are talking about a moat. Paul, can you describe what a moat is, what that means? It sounds scary.
So a moat is what Warren Buffett talks about when he talks about he wants a company that has a moat around it. Very hard to enter the market or even compete. For example, go start a video service, an online video company to compete with YouTube.
Tough to do.
It's going to be extremely difficult to do. Google and YouTube have such a stronghold in the market that, yes, people can go start another version, but it'll be very, very difficult to compete with that. I mean, look at Microsoft. With all of its resources, couldn't fight Google with their Bing website. What are you laughing about there, Seth?
Oh, another nice donation from Reed. I forgot his Reed's profile picture is Dale Earnhardt. So he said, raise hell, praise Dale. I don't know that boy hates him. Yeah, I love it.
He loves Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, does he?
Let me tell you.
So, you know, DGF was in that. They used our product. My graphite spray, my other company, DGF, that team used our product. So, yeah. Big ups to Dale.
Big ups to Dale.
Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, Paul, it would be pretty difficult to start a railway company and get them tracks down all over the country. I see what Warren Buffett's talking about here. So, are we on free cash flow yet?
Yeah, no, we're at current assets 2.52 versus 2.66 in liability. That's an X.
They're not doing good here.
Well, there.
Free cash flow growth over the past 5 years is pillar number 7.
2.03 to 2.68, check mark there, with an average of 2.1. What was the market cap?
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Market cap was 78 billion.
78 billion divided by 2.1 equals 35. No.
37.
Yeah, okay. That's a big X.
37. That's
I ain't touching that.
You're not, well.
Listen, off the bat, I can just be like, I'm not touching that.
The stock price is at 109. It used to be 117. Back when COVID hit, it was all the way down to 68 bucks.
Look at the 8 pillars here.
Look at that. It's all over the place. Sloppy.
26, 36. Those are probably the most important ones. And that's bad.
Dimitri, I appreciate the suggestion and the donation, but Paul is not into it. I'm not surprised with these numbers all over the place. Mo, what about trading CNI? What do you think?
So it's coming down right now. It's for sure short, and you can see that it's just kind of sitting right at that white line. That's the 200-day moving average, and it's been there for maybe about 10 days. So if you get something where it drops below the 200-day moving average and starts moving down, you can probably get at it and go short on it. But until that happens, until it goes below, like really goes below $108.18, and I mean like clears it, like gets down here, then I wouldn't touch this thing.
Thanks so much for watching the video. We hope you were intrigued. If this style of investing speaks to you, click the link below to join our Patreon. As a patron, you get access to a wonderful community of like-minded investors where you can chat, connect, ask questions, and share ideas with badasses like you all over the world. The best part is you get the amazing Everything Money software. This is revolutionary, unlike any YouTube page. You can track your investments, look at stocks, and quickly run our 8-pillar analysis on any company you like. The top tier patrons get direct access to Paul and Trader Mo. You'll see their daily trades, their updated portfolios, and every options contract they write on a daily basis. We provide Patreon exclusive videos just for you, including live streams and exclusive content from our team. Our bottom patron tiers fill fast, so join today. But hey, if you don't believe me, look at all of our patrons' amazing success stories. In comparison to other financial platforms, our software is by far the best value. This is your chance to get serious about investing. If you're finally ready to level up your investing game, join our Patreon and let's start kicking ass together.